I'm telling you, you hurted my feelings when you did that. Why you can't just accept the fact that you really hurted my feelings?
And then when it's contracted. So even if we have like a muscle knot, that it's tensed up and it's contracted. That's why you end up with a knot. Okay?
I just wanted to, okay. I thought you had it highlighted. I was trying to make sure I had everything highlighted.
I highlighted it. I think I gave it to one of my other classes by accident.
Oh.
So I keep them all like together, so. But I can tell you which ones. Do you need me to go over that one real quick?
Yes, please. Hi guys. Good afternoon. Let me turn off this fan. Today I decided that I want to do like, you know, a little vlog because I mean, I guess I got stuff going on today. I mean, this is kind of how it's gonna be for the rest of the week though. So, well, it should be a little bit easier because it's Monday. So this is the day where I'm gonna cook up, tidy up the house and stuff like that. And just, you know, move on into the week.
Like, it was a lot of lies being told. Like, you have to be fair to people. You cannot do that because that changes people.
Right. Hold on, press
you
pause.
Tell somebody some dumb shit when they don't know better. Like, they will forever live that way.
Right. Hold on. I'm trying to get my camera to phone. Okay, you can finish talking now. Hold on. I'm on the phone with Roddy, y'all. Me and my sister. You want me to show you in the camera or you good?
Girl, I don't give a fuck. My niggas ain't like mine like this.
So, get in the camera.
You wanna see it?
Look at y'all, me and my sister, we always like call each other how we're feeling and stuff, and then we'll just start talking about something that happened today, and it just led into stuff that goes on in the church house.
That really is traumatizing, though, to be told things that isn't true, to be told to be a certain way when that's not how you feel on the inside, like.
Right.
And then be like talked about badly if you don't agree with things that they're saying.
Right.
Like, as a child, like you have to see how that would shape and mold you to be something that like isn't true to yourself. And it bothers me when people or parents, they feel like, oh girl, I was just playing with you or something like that. Certain things you just don't play about. That make people not even want to go to church. I was telling her about this situation, like when we were younger, we went to like an older church where the kids are supposed to be quiet and let the adults talk. And something had happened, like, I'm gonna say like we were, cause my whole church followed me on Facebook, but it's whatever. Anyways, I was on a dance team, a church dance team. It was just something that was going on in the church, and we had to have a meeting the day about it. And it was no hard feelings now or whatever, but I'm still gonna talk about it. Our director at the time, she was doing some really shady stuff and ungodly stuff, but it's like, you're supposed to be our leader, you're supposed to be setting an example for us, and on top of that, you were also supposed to be our friend. Like, we called you and we talked to you about certain things and stuff like that, but when you want to get mad and you don't want to get called out, it's a problem. And we were like having a meeting or whatever, and we left that meeting madder than when we did when we came in there, because the mother of the church wanted us to be quiet. Like the kids. Huh? You good? Oh, you good? You good? She wanted us to be quiet, and we like mad because now we got all this anger and this stuff build up, and it's like you don't even know what we're going through. But that's why people grow up angry all the time, holding stuff in, because you don't allow your child to talk. It's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. And I notice with a lot of adults, they don't like when you tell them the real. If I'm telling you, you hurted my feelings when you did that, why you can't just accept the fact that you really hurted my feelings? Why I gotta be like, oh girl, I'm just playing with you, you know you a child and this, and like, no, don't play with me like that, because I'm still my own person with my own thoughts, with my own mindset. Like, you can't just talk to people any type of way. You feel me? True. Especially when you're wrong.
Exactly. Especially when you're wrong.
Come back and apologize so that, you know, that person.
But, and I get that. I get that, but even like when it first happened, I was mad, I was angry for a long time. But you know me, I have such a big heart. Like, even the next day, we was on the phone or whatever, and her daughter was talking about how she was gonna beat me and your ass and stuff like that. I still had it in my... She won't. She never will. Like, I hate people who do that. Like, you talk all this shit. Like, I'm the type of person, we could talk, we could agree to disagree all day, but don't talk to me, don't play with me about putting your hands on me, nor my family. Definitely not them. I'll take more of it from you talking to me than to say something to my family, you feel me? So it was just pissing me off because, for one, I know that she's not like that. She's really not about that life. Like, come on now, you definitely not about that life. So don't play about putting your hands on me or my sister. I never came at you like that, so don't come at us like that, you feel me? But even when that situation happened, I still went down there, you feel me? I try to set my feelings aside when it comes to other things. Like, my dad's dad was on his deathbed, and I'm like, well, let me just set my feelings to the side, because that is not his fault. Like, I don't want to be like, well, I don't want to go.
You handled the situation right, though.
But it still bothers me. Like, even I try to tell myself, you know what, I forgive him, I'm gonna let it go. I forgive them, I'm gonna let it go. But it really still bothers me. Like, y'all really caused trauma on me, and y'all trying to cover it up. You want to act like y'all such these good people, but y'all treated me like shit. Honestly, I feel like a part of them taking me in was just to be like my dad, like, oh, I got your child, like, I'm taking care of your child. I feel like it was a whole stunt thing, you know? That's just the way I feel. Like, the whole time I was there, you made me feel like an outcast. All I wanted was a relationship with y'all. I wanted a relationship with my dad's side of the family, and y'all treated me like that. For what? For what? That don't make no sense.
I think, to be honest, I feel like they just really don't know her better. I used to think when I was younger that all adults were smart, but like now that I'm an adult, it's like, what the fuck? They got some dumbass adults out here.
Even if they did know better, you know right from wrong. You know right from wrong.
Did you not know that was me?
Did you not know? Like, you think it was okay?
It was okay to make people pick up your dirty drawers?
Your dirty drawers off the floor. You thought it was okay for one. I'm gonna make a story time about it, but I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about what I'm talking about, because this was something that was on my mind today, because today is actually my sister's birthday on my dad's side. Birthday today. And I just started thinking about her, because I really do. It's crazy because she lives here in New Orleans, and I want a relationship with her, but it was like, because of what I dealt with from that side of the family, I was like, I'm done with them. Like, I'm done, because I'm a very emotional person. I'm very vulnerable, especially when it comes to family. But I was not treated like family, and I just didn't want to have that disappointment again. Like, they really treated me bad while I lived there. I talked to my mom, and I was like, I don't know. She was like, I feel like you should talk to them. But I thought about that too, but I'm like, it's not going to be a genuine conversation, because for one, she knew she was wrong. My dad's sister knew that she was wrong for what she did, and then she tried to downplay it to other people, like, oh, it was just a disagreement and stuff like that. Like, no, it wasn't. No, your husband disrespected me. He told me to pack my shit and get the hell out, and you sat on that bed and you didn't say shit. I didn't have no family in Baton Rouge. They was my only family, and he pit me out. He kicked me out the house because the car, she allowed me to use one of their cars. The old car though, but this is a car that they've been had. This is a very old car. The car was already messed up before they gave it to me, because they got water in the engine. She allowed me to drive it, but to be honest with you, I feel like she played me with that, because she only did that to turn around and tell me to bring her children to school every day. But a storm had happened, and a bunch of other people had the car. And while other people had the car, I was catching taxis and Ubers to school while they got 6 cars in the driveway. You feel me? And I'm not saying that's not your responsibility, but you got me up. You have me getting up, taking care of your children. I asked you to come here so I can go to school, and I don't mind rules. But the stuff that you did was just crazy. You put a lot of your responsibility off on me. You talked to me crazy. You told me I was selfish because I didn't have $20 to give my daddy, a nigga who ain't never did shit for me. You really went off on me because of that. But you try to downplay it to my mama like, oh girl, I was just playing with her. You don't play with a 19-year-old about a man who ain't never did shit for me. How you think that made me feel to be sitting in the living room with y'all, and I got my auntie sitting right there, my uncle sitting right there, my daddy calling everybody but his child. But you gonna call me and ask me for $20? And then for his sister to call me selfish? Told me that I'm stingy with my money. What money? What money? I'm in college. I work at a daycare that pays $7.25. My financial aid didn't kick in. I'm paying for books, and on top of that, it was around USAC time. For y'all who know what USAC is, it's a church convention. And I went there, and we have to pay for registrations, we have to pay for hotels, all of that. But I'm selfish? The person early in the morning to get your children ready for school. And your children are not morning children. The one that you had me, you got me wiping your child ass. But I'm selfish? You got me helping your kids with their homework. But I'm selfish? I'm gonna make a story time about it, but that was just something that was traumatizing for me. The life that I lived out there with them, they made me feel like an outcast, and I just don't like that. And that stood in between me wanting to get to know my sister, because it was like, I don't even want to deal with y'all. But today's her birthday, and I really was thinking about her. I follow her on social media, and I see you know, my two nieces and stuff like that, and I reached out to her, and she texted me back, and it just really warmed my heart. And I just want to let her know that I really do love her, and I want a relationship with her. I just don't fuck with them. Like, I don't fuck with them. There's nothing genuine. I don't want to be around y'all because y'all are fake. Like, y'all try to put this image up like y'all this and y'all that, but y'all are posers. That's what y'all are.
Period. And anybody who don't like it could deal with me. Period. She said what she said, and that's that.
That's it.
She don't fuck with it.
Don't fuck with it.
And if she don't fuck with it, I don't fuck with it.
And I'm not coming on here trying to be negative. It's just me venting. And if I'm gonna be on YouTube, I want to be authentic. I want to speak out. If I'm feeling some type of way, I'm going to talk about it. And I hope that influenced y'all to speak out, not bottle stuff in, because that really does cause trauma. Like, it's like you fall into a deep depression to where you don't want to do anything because you really tried. When I lived there, I really tried with them. I was so excited because I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be with my dad's side of the family. I'm going to get to know them. Like, this is going to be so good. And the whole time I was there, like, at the beginning, like, she made it seem like it was so cool. Like, I was so happy. I was overexcited. And then it was like the longer I stayed, everything became a problem. And I don't understand why, because I did everything right. I've never talked back. I've never disrespected them. Anything that they told me to do, I did it without a problem, even though they had their child there. The one who was supposed to be the oldest in the house complaining about everything. But you gonna treat me the way you treated me? Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. I went ahead and charged my camera and stuff like that because it was kind of dying. Okay, weather, I don't know if y'all just heard that, but it is thundering outside. While my camera was charging, I went ahead and I started doing some of my homework, like trying to finish up the chapters and stuff. I'm taking a break from this now because I want to go ahead and start cooking because this weather is just not giving right now. Like, it's okay because I'm inside and I really don't have to go outside. I'm gonna go ahead and cook and stuff like that right now.
Wave to the camera, ho.